Yo, how's it going, everybody? In today's video, I want to show you guys how I have been farming my Malignant Hearts, specifically the Wrathful Hearts. These are incredibly powerful. If you guys have seen anything about the Barber Heart, a lot of builds are going to be using that, so you guys are probably going to need quite a few of these, especially if you guys are equipping them as you're upgrading gear and moving up your world tiers and moving up your nightmares. So with this video, you guys are going to learn how to exactly kind of farm these, and it ends up being pretty easy, especially if you have a group. If you have a group, you can make this super fast because you can each be doing this farm individually and then group up once you guys actually get to the hearts. So how do we actually do this? Well, first, what we're going to be doing is coming to the Ravening Pit over here in the Dry Steppes. So just a little bit of reference. The main town is over here. Just a little bit to the left, you can travel to this waypoint right here and just travel over. It's pretty quick. And then head over to the Ravening Pit. It's a little hole in the ground right over here. Now, essentially what you're going to do once you're in this tunnel is there's going to be a couple elites as you move around. This arena is basically a giant figure eight once you get to the main part of it. But otherwise, you're going to skip most of the small enemies. You just run right by them. They're not really going to bother you too much as long as you're not like super under leveled or anything. But as you guys move on, you'll start running into all of the different elites. Also, there's usually a shrine. I've almost always found a shrine in here, which is going to help speed up your finding all these elites. So just check all the nooks and crannies and look for the skulls on the map that you guys see right here. And essentially what you're going to be doing is looking at their affixes and seeing if they have the Wrathful version, if you guys are specifically farming that one. Obviously, if you're farming the normal kinds, like here's this guy's a Vicious, so he's going to drop the orange one. But all you need to do is just keep running along, and if you want to just completely skip them, if it's not one that you want, you can skip them and just continue on running. But not a bad option would just be to kill them and then get all the hearts and the resources for it, because those resources you can actually trade in for another chance at a Wrathful Heart with the gambling thing at the table for the seasonal stuff. But if you guys then move on over to this final room here, that'll basically be the last guy you kill right there. He has like a random chance of being a Wrathful as well. But this time it actually ended up being a pretty small arena. This one's just like a circle. Normally, sometimes there's like kind of a second one, but it's going to change a little bit. But as you guys can see, it is a very quick farm. And there was like, I think 4 hearts in there, and they all have a chance of being a Wrathful. So once you guys end up not getting it or getting it, whatever, resetting, you guys are just going to leave the dungeon, which for whatever reason takes longer now after this update. But once you're out of there, all you're going to do is just reset your dungeon. So once we load in, all we're going to do is open up our map super quick, press our tab to bring out our journal here, and just hit reset dungeons. And that's it. You can go right back in and repeat the farm. This is a super fast process. You guys are going to be getting a ton of hearts and hopefully a ton of Wrathful Hearts if you guys have pretty decent luck. And like I said, if you're doing this in a group, all 4 of you can be doing this at the same time in your own instances. And if somebody finds one, just all join in on that person. And you guys can all benefit from the Wrathful Heart and go through. There's also going to be invokers at the end if you guys are looking for just like generic hearts, or if somehow you have Wrathful invokers, you can do that. But I personally have not found a Wrathful invoker yet or seen anybody with a Wrathful invoker yet. But yeah, that's another option you can do. And there's also the boss if you feel like fighting him. But if you want just the fastest, quickest method, that is going to be what I just showed you guys there. Just run that little loop, go to that little mid room with the pile of corpses or whatever that is, the structure, kill that boss, and then reset. It's that quick and that simple. But yeah, this is literally my second run, and I just wanted to show you guys really quick that I did end up getting a Wrathful just here on my second run. So we can go ahead and start that. I did get a purple one over here, but once the Wrathful spawns in, let's see what we got here. So, like I said, it's really not rare spawns at all. Like, you're going to be getting them quite often. And here we have another dot one. This is now my 3rd from doing this method, but yeah. Hopefully you guys have better luck than I do. Yeah, I just ended up finishing that second run where I got that Wrathful Heart. And this is what I was saying. Normally, the arena looks like it's normally like a figure 8 like this. But obviously, the layout's going to change slightly every run. Yeah, these are like the 3 that I have from like the couple minutes we did this last night. So I had the damage over time one, actually 2 of them. And then also the like cycling effects one. So you can get all of them. It's going to be a very helpful farm. And like I said, the Barber is going to be basically your go-to on a lot of builds. It's currently what I'm running on this one. So if that looks interesting to you, I should hopefully have this build out tomorrow. I'm getting terrible aspect luck. Like all of my rolls right now are codex, which is super frustrating. So my goal today is going to be get those done and get a better Barber, because the actual synergy with this build and the Barber can be a lot better if I get the right timing. So yeah, if you guys did find this video helpful, make sure to leave a thumbs up on it to let me know. Also consider subscribing for more Diablo content like this sorcerer build that you guys see here. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.